Welcome to Haunted Horizons Ghostcast, where your hosts, Alison Oborn and Cag Allwood, will share their experiences in some of the most terrifying and haunted locations in Australia and overseas. So turn the lights off, relax, and enjoy. Wait, Cag, when you stop mucking with your hair and your hat,
I know.
where are you off to?
I'm going to beach, love.
You're going to beach.
I'm
It
going
looks
to
like
beach.
it looks like you're off to Skegness.
I know.
Why don't you tuck in a bit closer to me, look?
Oh,
And because I think you're off to Skegness, and
to Skeggy.
maybe my chair might just need to turn around a little bit so it's not creaking like it is. To Skeggy, yeah.
We're going to Skeggy.
See, now I'm talking in a Yorkshire accent because
so those that don't know Skeggy, it's a seaside resort in UK.
it is. And it's a seaside resort that everybody goes to as soon as the sun comes out.
I know. But quite often the sea's that far out you can't see it. Can you?
It's just you walk along all the pebbles and
You
the
do.
sharp bits. And anyway, she's not really off to Skeggy.
No.
This is a Christmas hat, which actually looks
Yeah.
really ho-ho-ho-ish. Because it's written on there, isn't it?
I decided I've got quite a few of this type, not obviously with humbug on,
Yeah.
and I thought I'd go for something a little bit different for
Yeah.
change. So, and I thought I'd go for one of these because I'm now an old person.
Well, you've got your seniors card.
I have
now,
got my seniors
so
card now. So
She rolls into 2026 as a senior.
yeah.
I'm not, because I never got given a seniors card.
Well, that's
so,
because you work too many hours.
yeah, I own a business, so I don't warrant one. So I will still say I am young, okay?
Now I'm a senior, so I'm wearing a senior hat. I feel like Miss Marple.
Actually, yeah, in a Christmas hat.
Mm,
It's a Christmas episode of Miss Marple.
it is.
We're here.
Are we?
We haven't been here for a long. I reckon we haven't been here since we did a Christmas one last year.
Probably not.
So Ghostcast has had a year's interruption.
It has.
And we do want to bring it back, don't we?
Yeah, we
it's
do.
just timing has been a little bit hard
Yeah.
because it's been an extremely busy year.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about that busy year. We're going to recap the year, some of the highlights, some of the fun things we've done, some of the creepy things that have happened.
Yeah. Creepy
Update
things.
you on our... Next week, we're going to have a New Year's one, as usual. And the New Year's one, we're going to look at the overseas stuff, like a recap of where we've been.
Yeah.
And what happened when we were overseas. This one is more local. We always like to keep the Christmas one as a local spirit kind of thing. Excuse the pun, I suppose. Christmas spirit, local spirit. And talk about some of the stuff we've had happen here.
Mm.
If we've had anything.
We've had a few things.
We have. So, and we'll kick it off. But
We'll just move the paper so we can see it with notes on because we're old and we need to be able
I'm
to
just
read
gonna-
the notes. I can't see it because I've got
I'm just going to move the little
away.
cheat sheet there. That I think it's a cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet.
I caught myself. You lot probably thought I was going to say it as well because
Yeah.
I caught myself just in time. Because we really only recapped the year like an hour ago, didn't we? You were getting in the car. And
I
it's
was.
like,
I was getting in the car. It takes me an hour to get here.
like,
So,
hey,
yeah.
what did we have happen this year? Because we're all old and we can't think.
No, so we're going to miss out on a lot. So
There's probably a lot more exciting things that you're not going to hear about
no.
because it's
Can't
all
remember.
tucked up under this hat here and it can't get out.
Yeah.
So, all right. It has been a busy year.
Yeah, it has.
Busier than normal.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of travelling. You've done a fair bit of travelling.
Mm-hmm.
And we scored a few new venues as well this
We
year.
have. We
Which
have.
I always said, like last year, I said, do you know what? I'm getting to be a senior soon.
Mm-hmm.
And do I really need to be pushing the bar like I have been?
Yeah.
Do I just cut down to 2 or 3 working venues that we love? I mean, we love them all, but some
Yeah.
of them are more regular than others.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, do we start to keep just the regular ones, cut back a little bit? And then we thought, it's hard because we do love them all. And
We do.
maybe we
And-
just stick to these then and not do anything else.
Mm.
And then it kind of came up, didn't it? Things came up.
Things come up and they're presented to us, and we're like, do you know what? We can't say no. We got to go for it, and it's great.
So just in the last month, we opened up new tours.
Yeah,
and have 2 new venues now. All right. Well, we're going to talk about our old venues. Let's go through the year as a timeline.
Okay.
So with our venues, let's start with, I don't know, let's start with...
Look at the notes first.
Which one should we start with? Let's start with Z Ward, CAG.
Oh, yes, Z Ward, our asylum.
For those who don't know Z Ward is our asylum. It's the building on a much bigger precinct. It used to be known as Parkside Lunatic Asylum. Most of it is gone now. The main building is our Film Corporation's building, so that's where all the movies in South Australia are made. Then at the very back, you have where the criminals were put who had mental health issues, and that's Z Ward. So having told you that, we may continue. And you're pretty much the first one this year to have had an experience. As in, it was the first thing to happen this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've had little things with guests, but with guests. I didn't know we had guests. This morning, I was really tired over the weekend, and I slept a lot yesterday. And I woke up this morning, and I was just like, when you're just foggy and you just can't move. It was a bit like that this morning.
With all my guests.
And then my mouth won't work.
My guests.
It's a good job I don't have to talk for a living, isn't it?
I would just like to welcome all my guests.
Oh yeah, no. So we've had things happen with guests around.
Yeah.
But I had an experience that absolutely freaked me out.
It did. So did. She rang me. I had a call from a friend. Oh, somebody went for a ring a friend moment.
I did. And I don't think I have ever been so scared or stupid. To be truthful.
Are you going to tell them about it?
No, I'm just going to leave it at that and just let you think about it. And
that was a teaser. Now to the next story.
Exactly. No, well, what happened was I went down to Z Ward early one particular night because I had a radio interview to do. And we finished earlier than I thought we'd do. That's not good. What I'll do is I'll nip down to the servo for a drink or a gas station, depending on where you come from. And so I locked up and put the alarm on, no problem. And when I came back, got all my kit out the car because I was going to have some guests doing a tour and investigation later. So I got the kit out in the car, unlocked the gate, locked it back up, went up the ramp, unlocked another gate, unlocked the door. And it leads you into a small hallway, isn't it? Small hallway. And across from me, there's a day, they call the day room, and the doors are open and you get light coming in from the street.
Yeah, lots of windows in there.
It streams through. So you don't really need your torch on, especially when you're used to being in there. So I walked in with my stuff. And as I walked in, I could see what looked like, to me, it looked like half a figure. And I'm like, what on earth is that? And then I just thought, National Trust have probably put something in here. And then reality hits you thinking, actually, no, I've just been in. There was nothing there before. So then I'm thinking, has somebody broken in the time that it's taken me to go and get a drink? Which they shouldn't have done because the alarm still needs to be taken off. So I'm stood in the hallway, the alarm's there. This figure is standing in my way to get to the alarm. In fact, I did the looking around thing. You know, the important bit. You don't like the paranormal stance. Alison doesn't believe there's a paranormal stance where you get down and you crouch down, so not crouch down, but you lean over and you lean up, put your hands on your legs. And I could make out this figure. All right. So this figure was standing there. I could see it was just standing. You could see its arms, you could see its legs, and it was a bit taller than me, So I was going through my bag trying to find my torch rather than leave. And I put my torch up thinking it'd be a real person and it completely disappeared. There was nothing there whatsoever. So the first thing I do after I've turned the alarm off, so I didn't set the whole thing going, was ring Alison.
She did. And she was actually very rattled. I mean, as you know, Kag goes with me all around the world. We go to some really creepy places.
Mm.
And she's the one that isn't startling and doing the meerkat mode thing. And yeah, you were very rattled. In fact, you rang me the day after you went in as well.
I did.
Because you didn't want to go in on your own.
No. In fact, if my backup wasn't there for me unlocking, or I wasn't having a backup that night, I would actually, if you weren't available, I'd ring one of my work colleagues and say, can you be on the phone with me whilst I go in? For about a week and a half.
Yeah.
And it absolutely freaked me out because I've only seen 3 figures in there in, 11 years?
11 years.
Yeah, so 3 figures in 11 years, and I'm there a lot. But this is the first time I've actually seen something by myself. Somebody else has been in the building, not actually with me, but in the building at the time. So this was the first time by myself, and it was freaky as.
And I guess even I was going, because I mean, I know Kag, like, well, we travel. I know how little she sees. I know how little she jumps at it being paranormal. So I know I can trust Kag on what she's saying. And I'm going to admit that even I was like nervous because all I could think about was what Kag had told me. So I'd be unlocking said ward and going in. I mean, I didn't ring a friend, but I'd just go in and put the alarm off. But I wasn't going to look down either hallway, dark hallway, as I came in to put the alarm on. It was like, even I was on edge, because it does give us a reminder, because we get complacent, I think, in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because generally we're left alone. Generally, we're walking around. We might hear the odd door go or the odd noise. But generally when we're there, it doesn't really interact with us as much now, more the guests. And I kind of think it's a reminder to us both that it is still there.
Yeah.
It's still there. It just, now it's a bit choosier on when and how it's going to interact with us.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not the novelty like we were.
No.
And it's like, but it's still there. And that goes through my head as well.
I must admit, I was at Z Ward because I haven't done Z Ward for a little while.
Yeah.
Because we're busy doing other things. And I went and I was cleaning up at the end of the night. And I'm like, it feels really unsettled in here tonight. Yeah. We'd had nothing happen the whole night.
Yeah.
But it just brought me back to, I was in the hallway and it just brought me back to what had happened. I was like, it's a little bit uneasy.
It's weird because some nights you can walk around it, be as happy as anything.
Yeah.
And then another night it gets very unsettling and it's just like, okay. For me, Z Ward, moving on to, I reckon we'll just grab a couple of stories each that we've had happen.
Okay.
Z Ward for me, I think the highlight was when, because I take the school groups, and we often get school groups coming, they're older teenagers, they're 16, 17, but they've always been a lot of fun, not intentionally. But you got to remember the caliber of prisoners that were put in there and what they would have been put in for with a mental health issue over the 100 years it was operating. And we do have patient records saying such. And then, of course, you got a whole load of teenagers in.
Yeah.
Which are full of energy. And I think this has a lot to do with it as well, is we find when tours are flat, the people are flat, we get nothing happening.
Yeah.
It's almost where we're pumping it up, full of enthusiasm, that we start to get things happening. And I guess that's why Kag and me have resorted on traveling, why we're a bit silly sometimes with each other, because we want to get that energy up as well.
Yeah.
But I had this group of teenagers. They've been before. This school has been before. That was the time we had 5 collapses. The teacher actually questioned his life choices on taking his class to Z Ward.
He did.
But lo and behold, he came back and brought another class. And it was very interesting. None of them collapsed this time. But I have never, ever seen my equipment reacting to actual conversations like I saw that night. I wasn't filming because, I was. I wasn't filming at first because they were school kids. And I didn't want to put kids on film. However, it got so full on, I eventually had to grab the camera. So some of it I can show here. I just have to blow it so that the kids' faces aren't in it. But I'll put some snippets up here because it started with the flux, Cag. Now, tell me if you've ever had the flux go off and then somebody goes, okay, well, can you, ask another question, and then it goes off again to the question.
No, I don't think so.
I've never had it. Never had it. So the flux was sitting there. They were asking questions, and the flux was actually answering.
Cool.
It's like I have never seen the flux do that.
So that's a flux as a yes and no.
Yeah, it's this. You'll see it in our episodes. We use it. It's a triangle. So it works on temperature change, and like if I put my hand across, it's already calibrated the temperature around it. I change that temperature by moving my hand across it. Then they had a ball. Now, yes, we're not like little flashing cat balls.
Yeah.
But when it does something unusual, so we had a little flashing cat ball in there. And some of the kids wanted, one of the kids wanted to go in. It seemed to be talking to a couple of the lads. So the lad went in and said, do you want to talk to me? And it flashed to, every time he asked a question, then it wouldn't. But it was when he asked a question. Then he said, do you want so-and-so in? And another student. And it flashed as if it to say yes. So the other student went in. And the teacher went, it's probably glitching. He got up, walked across to the door, and the ball just stopped. And it didn't do it again. And they waited, nothing. He was like, because he's quite a big guy. And then he went to sit down, and then it started to answer their questions again. I've never seen that.
What I want you to do, if you would like to talk to one of us, when we ask, you set some lights off. Okay?
No way. Please step away. Thank you.
Do you want a girl to come in here?
Would you like a male to come in here?
Mr. Hayes.
I'm not going in there.
No. Please step away from the ball. Thank you. Would you love Miss Flash the ball if you want Mr. Hayes to come in here?
Do you want Griffo to come in here? Yeah, come on.
No way. What the fuck's going on? Stop, step away from the ball. Step away from the ball, please.
His house isn't over.
Get away. Get away.
Okay. Please flash the ball again.
I honestly haven't had this much equipment going off.
No.
Do you want another person?
The last two times I've been here, I haven't even had a blip on any equipment.
Do you...
Doesn't want all of us in there.
Wait.
What is going on?
Stop.
Would you like everyone in here?
Ask him if he wants all the
Do you
boys in
want
there.
everyone in?
Is that the one with the roof that collapses?
You are.
One at the end.
Okay. Sorry.
The music box at the thing at the end is going.
Alright.
Mr. Hayes.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to go?
I think that was a yes from everything.
Yeah, you gotta leave, bro.
Or
Do you want me to leave? Tim Howell doesn't want anything.
do you want him to stay?
Now I don't know where to point any of this.
I mean, probably took.
And the music here.
Does that mean a yes? He wants me to stay?
You lot should come more often. Never seen that. He sang a song. His mother used to sing him. And as he was singing that song, the lantern at the end of the hallway started to play music as well.
Come on, brothers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. And then the funniest thing was I put the teacher on the headphones. And he was there. I could hear the ghost box was clacking loudly because and we do put them a long way down the hallway,
We do.
so
he can't hear.
Yeah.
And then I got the kids to use their low voices, and one of the kids, one of the lads said, he says, I live at, and he actually gave his exact address where he lived, number of the street, everything. And then he said, do you want to come home with me? And the teacher's on the headphones, and he just goes, yes, like that. And their whole lot freaked out. I said, beware what you ask for in here. Beware what you ask for, because you don't want to muck with what was in here.
No.
Did you ever love anyone?
Where are you from?
No, let's not tell her. Let's not tell her.
Wait, bro, I'm from. Will you come visit me?
Yes.
Beware what you invite, by the way.
Dude, you just told him your address.
Wait.
Are you gonna follow Riley?
An injury.
You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to follow anybody home. So it was an interesting night, and that's the second school I've had heavy interaction with. I'm talking about equipment that don't even trigger with the same thing.
Yeah.
At the same time. So that to me was unusual. And I'll put a few snippets here for you. So
Do you want to, I don't know, interact with us? Oh, fuck me.
What does that mean? Does that mean it's cold?
that's another one again. It's a different sensor altogether.
Are you gonna answer Mr. Hayes? Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
Shit. Wait, do you want me to run down the hallway?
I kind of want to go for a run. Do you want me to walk down the hallway?
Walking would be better.
Yeah.
You fall in the dark.
Yeah. Do you want me to walk? Can I walk down the hallway and see what it's about?
Can we move over and walk anyway?
No way.
Do you want me to stay here?
I think
It wants me to stay.
Do you want me to stay here?
Do you want any females to do anything? Yeah.
No, that's good.
No, you guys are good.
Do you want the females to go down the hallway? Do you want them to go all the way down to the end?
Wait, no, let the girls ask the questions.
Yeah.
Do you want the females to go all the way down to the end of the hallway?
Do you want just Layla and Amber to go down the end of the hallway? Do you want just Amber to go down the hallway? No.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Sounds like it's you.
I'm sorry, I am not going. I apologise.
Can Layla
Wait, what did you
go?
say?
What did you say?
What did you say, Mr. Hayes?
He can't hear you.
Yeah, Miss Hayes.
He tapped on the shoulder.
Yes.
Yes. Layla and Amber go.
All right, so let's move on to the jail. Adelaide Jail, built in 1841, shut in.
How long you been there?
I know, too long. Too long. 1888,
1888.
1988. Get my dates right. I live in the 1800s, Kate.
Yeah.
So it opened in 1841 and it shut in 1988. So during that time, 300,000 prisoners went through those doors. We had 45 executions of murderers, and those graves are still there. Every one of them. Part of the punishment was to stay in the jail. So what we had this year, because I've been there 23 years, so I guess I'm a bit blasé about it all now.
Mm-hmm.
But what have you? I'll go into some of the things I've had this year, but let's throw it to you again.
Well, I had a group ask if they could investigate the Sally Port, which is the entrance, and I hadn't done it for a long time. I think I did it a long time. We never really had much happening there, and we had a music box by the entrance going into the turning circle, which is when you go into the jail. We had a lantern by the door that Governor Ashton would have used, the first governor. We had the rampart by the main door coming in, and we had them all going off. It was really weird. We just had all this equipment going off, different areas, different things setting them off. And it was amazing, absolutely amazing. And then I've done it a few times since, and it's not every time, but again, we will have the same sort of thing going on.
Because we've not really focused on the Sally Port.
No.
Really. Which is weird, because when I first started there, because we started there in 2002, and we, 2004, asked to develop their tours based on our research. And when I was volunteering there, doing their tours for them, quite often we'd be standing in the shop talking at the end of the night, and we'll think there's a tour guest still in there. We've missed one. Somebody stayed back and we somehow missed it. We could hear talking in the sally port, or you could hear somebody walking through the sally port. So it was a very interesting area, but I guess because the cells are more exciting to guests, they want to do cell blocks, and I guess we never really focused on it. And we're now finding, or you've found, that maybe we should start focusing on it a little bit more.
Yeah. I think it's worth doing occasionally.
Yeah.
Definitely worth doing it.
The one I haven't been focusing on is the visitor centre.
Oh, yeah.
So it's in the middle of the jail. It's a building. It's not even an old building because they used to stand behind a bar and shout to each other at one point. That's how you.
I think it was built in
visitors.
Wasn't it? Built in the 60s.
Yeah. So it's not an old one, and it's your traditional. You got your seats on both sides. Your guests on one side, or your gifts on one side, and the prisoner on the other. And there's another little area that the guard would be standing overseeing it. And you got the wire in between so they can't pass things to each other. And I had one of our guests on our tour. Now she's done a lot.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of investigation. So she's done the same old. We're trying to find another place that we could investigate. And she said, you know what? I've never done the visitor centre. I said, well, we can do that. That's not a problem. I said, I've not focused on it much, but it was quite, when we were researching there, we were getting a lot of figures either walking past or standing in it when we were seeing
Well,
things.
during COVID, I had footsteps walking past me in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we thought we'd go in there. Now, there was one guest, and he was actually the only male there. And it was Marianne that, I'll say the guest that was on it, because I know Marianne won't mind. She put the headphones on. She was standing where the guard would have stood, and we were doing the Estes. And because I didn't want to ask the questions, I was leaning on the box where she was standing. So I was literally feet away from her head. And I could hear it cycling through, and I could actually hear the words as well. So I know she wasn't lying because I was hearing them as well. And then there was two other guests there, and those other three were asking the questions. Thing is, every time the male guest opened his mouth, he was getting a torrent of abuse. Everything from the C word to F words to, it was a torrent of abuse. And he would he was trying to be nice to them. So he was trying to empathize with them and be nice. And it's like, I'm thinking in my head, that is not the way you would have talked to the prisoners here. If you talked to the prisoners here like that, they would have eaten you alive. And sure enough, the prison store talk started. And it was everything. It was like every time he opened his mouth, it'd be like F off, F you, CUNT. And then at one point it said, make the man leave. And it was just, and he's like, are you talking about me? He's talking to me, and it's like, F you. It was absolutely amazing. And it's the one night I didn't record, and these lot are going to kick my ass, because my first thing is, why weren't you recording when something happens? But it had been such a quiet night, and it was our last little area before we said goodnight, last half hour. I thought, you know what? I've been filming the whole night. Nothing's happened. Nothing's going to happen in here. And missed the whole lot. Best night ever. And it's why we took Seguin. And we'll talk about all that a bit later when we get to the events.
Yeah.
But it's why we, in the episode, when you see when PQ and Seg was with us, it's why we were in the visitor centre, because we want to see if it could happen again. So we got 2 new guides this year. Yeah. And Laurie was the first one on board. He already works at the jail, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
And you were training him. Let's do this one first.
Yeah. I was taking him around. I was just making, going through the stories with him, because he obviously knows the history inside out, back to front and upside down. But we wanted to introduce the ghost stories into. So I was taking him around. We went into the new building, which is the last building we're going to on the tour, and it was kicking off in there. We had doors slamming. Well, the noise of doors slamming. There was actually no physical door slamming. There was all sorts. You name it, we were having it, to the point where I actually got my phone out and started to film, but of course it quietened down when I got my phone out.
And you caught, because you
Caught
sent
some.
it to me, and
Yeah.
you did catch a little bit of it,
Yeah.
but it was nothing compared to when we did the trial run and we got all the staff down for enough. So the staff were the audience.
Yeah.
And oh my God, everything was fine till we went into the new building, and he was standing on the stairs about to do his spiel in there when all hell broke loose in that building. You could hear the doors going. You could hear the eyepieces. It sounded like door handles rattling.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Laurie was standing there trying to get his tour out, and he'd lost his whole audience because we'd all run off into the other area because it was all coming from one of the sections we call A Wing, where the executions used to be. And we were literally standing there listening to this for 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I recorded for 40 minutes. Because it was clear what sounded like moving, almost footsteps, and then a door went in here. It's almost like something's moving around down there. But there's no door moving.
This is what we had.
Yeah.
It seems to be about between. What time's it now?
It's late.
So it's later than it.
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
There's quite a few lights.
Well, the windows are shut now. Oh, that's the door at the end of B Wing, isn't it? But that door at the end isn't opening and shutting. There's no other doors moving.
Hear that?
Listen, footstep. That's a door. It's like the lock going on it.
Yeah.
Like the handle. Like somebody moving around a cell up above.
I have investigated in here on windy nights than this, and I've never heard a noise that sounds like the door lock like that ever.
But that's not like the actual door handle turning. That whoosh footstep thing. Yeah. Typical when we haven't got a tour, a real tour. Now it's up here.
Yeah.
So you were saying you went up there?
Yeah, so the next day after we heard a lot of noise in here,
Yeah.
I was working here in the jail, so obviously I've got the key, so I went up and had a look, see if there was any windows open, and they weren't.
No, you're not
And
going
there
to.
was nothing that could, there's literally nothing up there.
Yeah. So there's no. And you're not going to get told off for that, are you, for saying
No.
that? Okay. I'll just put that up.
It wasn't that windy outside, so there was only a tiny bit of breeze.
Yeah. Now, I have heard it like that over the years. It's very rare. I have left voice recorders in there in the early days when we were researching. While I took one of the jail tours around, we'd leave a voice recorder in there. And that's what we called it. It's like somebody doing lockdown, somebody doing their rounds. It's very loud, and it wasn't even windy. And it's rare, but twice for Laurie.
I know. I was. In fact, we all wanted to be on the tour with Laurie to see if it happened again.
And no, we're not allowed upstairs. It was all coming from up, wasn't it?
It was.
We're not allowed up. We haven't even got the key
No.
to go upstairs. We would love to go upstairs. I used to investigate up there, but the jail had deemed it unsafe. There was nobody up there.
I've never been up.
No, you haven't. It's really, really creepy up there.
Mm.
And then, of course, there was Adam.
Yeah, Adam.
Adam.
I'm not happy with Adam.
No. Well, I'm not. Because he disappeared on a tour. He was backing me up. Because
he saw a figure.
He did.
But he didn't think it was a ghost, did he?
No.
He thought it was a guest.
Yeah, he thought one of the guests had escaped. Because we keep you all imprisoned.
We do, yeah. Then we have to keep people together. It's the rules and regulations of actually having the jail. We have to, everybody has to stay together. And he was concerned that one of them had escaped.
That's the only word for it, isn't it, really?
So he came in through to you and found, they said, how many people have we got?
Yeah. I just finished my story in Yard 1 about Elizabeth, and then he took me to one side. He
Yard
said,
1?
What? Yeah, Yard 2, sorry. First yard we go into. And he just took me to one side and said, can we just do a head count? And he was quite rattled. So he's been there 5 minutes, bastard.
No.
Bastard.
I know.
I've seen all of 3 times in 23 years.
I haven't seen any
figure.
figure. I've not seen any figures at the jail. I've heard
Maybe
footsteps.
Maybe 4.
I've heard footsteps. I have heard of other people seeing figures. I have never seen a figure. 3 months he'd been with us. 3 months. And he sees a figure. I'm not bitter, as you can tell.
But that's interesting about all our venues, because they're all very different. The jail is very much an audio location. It's a lot of doors, a lot of footsteps, a lot of interaction through audio. Not so much visual. It happens, but it's not as common as hearing. Unlike the NRM, because that's more reports of shadowy figures. And so each venue is very different. And then he goes and sees one. How rare is that?
I know.
Yeah, we won't talk about him anymore.
No, that's it now.
All right, talking of the NRM, it's a good segue in, wasn't it?
It was a good segue in.
You're the one that does this, unfortunately. Well, I've only done one this year, and that's when you were sick, and I had to quickly remember my script from 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that was
deliver it in one night.
Yes, that was. You did well, though.
I did. I must say, I did. They would never have known.
No.
If you're watching GEFs, NRM GEFs, who were on my tour, I haven't done it for a long time. So what have you had at the NRM recently?
We've had the noise of ballast return on my tours. I very, very rarely get the noise of ballast. So ballast is the stones that are on the tracks. They're very particular type of stone. They're very hard. They compact well, but they also let the water drain through. And that used to be a common noise that we'd had was the ballast being thrown. And it just didn't really happen much on my tours at all. So then until one particular night, and we were having ballast thrown, we could all hear the noise, and I was getting a little bit annoyed, because you know me. I'm getting a little bit annoyed because I thought
I do know her.
I thought a guest had picked some up and was throwing it.
Yeah.
And it's a dangerous thing to do, especially in the dark, because you could hit somebody and or damage one of the trains or something like that. So I honestly thought it was someone doing that, and I was as the night went on, I was like, oh. But anyway, we got to outside one carriage, and we were all waiting. I can't remember if we were waiting to get on or get off now. We were going to do a lockdown in this particular carriage. And so we're all in one place, including the backup. Everybody was accounted for. The other team was in the other pavilion investigating. And there was ballast came from behind the train that we were standing in front of, and it sort of came under the train towards us. There was nobody else in the building. Nobody else.
which is very odd. Very odd. I don't think I've had anything. Seg did, but again, we might come back to that when we go through the events.
Yeah.
So, I guess Talem Town would be the last main one.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Well, we had a Talem Town this year.
Was it this year that Mickey had her?
I think it was earlier this year.
Was
Both
it this
Michael
year?
and Mickey.
Yeah. So Mickey was in the Bells Emporium with her group, and there was 2 of her group that didn't want to go in. So they were sat outside on a bench with Michael, and that's where they normally sits. So Mickey's group were going to go next door to the Bent Elbow, and so she popped her head out to just let Michael know what they were going to do. And she popped out, she got a torch, and she went all the way along where all the areas that Michael could be sitting or standing, all the way along with a really bright white torch, all the way along. There was nothing there at all. The bench was empty. In front of her was empty. Anywhere where Michael would be, no sign of them. And she thought, oh, maybe he's taken them back to base camp. So, but instead of going to the Bent Elbow, they carried on where they were because things started to happen. So they stayed where they were. So when they came out, they were surprised to see Michael and the 2 guests sitting on the bench. And so Alison. So
I'm
Mickey,
always in her.
I know, nightmare. So Mickey said to Michael, "Oh, you've been back to base camp?" And Michael says, "No, we've been here all the time." She says, "No, you couldn't have because I came out. All her guests saw her do that. She opened the door with a big torch, all the way around. She says, you weren't there, but they didn't see a torch either."
No, Michael didn't see her. Michael did not see her, and he sits just opposite. He said, "I didn't."
And
see
neither
her
did the
come out."
guests.
Yeah,
the guests didn't see her.
yeah.
And it was a bright white torch. So what happened there?
Time slip.
Yeah, how weird is that? They'd be sat there the whole time.
Yeah,
sat there the whole time on a bench, didn't see anything.
yeah, which is really strange. There's a lot happens at Talem Town. Talem Town is very challenging because you can't put it in any one box.
No.
It's a very unusual piece of land.
We have a mixture of things, don't we, there?
Yeah. I mean, the new owners, Danny and Tina, who have taken over from Danny's father, Peter, who used to own it and built it. Tina's been getting quite a lot. It's almost like it's playing with her. She keeps, every now and again, I'll get a text message. Here's a funny story for today, and I'm not going back in this building. But she'll give me a few things that have happened while she's been cleaning up, because they're restoring the village now, which is nice. They're putting a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of effort into restoring it, making it safe. Well, not that it was unsafe, but some of the wooden floors are obviously getting older, so they're replacing boards and stuff.
They're doing a great job.
Repainting it, and it's just amazing the work that they've achieved in a year. So she'll get in touch with me and tell me that she's been in the building, and it'll play with it. In fact, she had one guest, apparently, who came in the day after our tour. And he was going, "Oh, yeah," he said, "I'm really disappointed. I didn't see anything on the tour." And then didn't have anything happen. And his really expensive watch suddenly just broke and fell on the ground. He wasn't even doing anything. And Tina just looked at him and goes, "Well, there you go then." Because he was really rattled. He said, "I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that could have happened." And it's just, there's Talem Town. So she's had playful stuff. I don't think she's encountered Ted yet.
No, but Mickey had a weird thing happen the other week, though, when I was with her.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Mickey told her.
And it was the night we had Tina and Danny on my tour.
No pressure on your tour.
No pressure whatsoever on my tour.
But they turned up on that one.
No.
The owners.
But partway around the tour, Mickey goes off by herself and puts the camera on in the Bells Emporium. And she has to walk past loads of buildings in the dark. Yeah. And one of them, we call it the Manor House. And she walked past this building and she said she heard a woman talking from there. and she said it was 5 words. She couldn't make out what the words were, but there were definitely 5 words. That is an empty building. They're all empty.
Well, they're
There's
all
no
empty,
electricity.
yeah.
There's nothing. It's not, So when she came back, she was telling me. So I said to her, tell Tina what you've just had. Tina said a few words because the day before she'd just been in and cleaned it. So they're either really happy with what she's done, or they weren't happy with it. But I wasn't quite sure. But yeah, Tina wasn't overly happy.
Well, actually,
about
that wasn't the only experience Tina had, because she was there with a friend who has a bed and breakfast in Tellenbed and gets a lot of our guests
Gets
along. And they actually said during your tour that they saw what looked like a child poking its head out of the bedroom doorway.
Yes. Before I mentioned about children being in there. She ended up having to leave.
Yeah.
So
and
that
then,
was interesting.
And then Danny told, he didn't tell you at the time.
No, it told you, or Tina told you afterwards.
Tina told me after the day after. And you saw him pointing to the train. You said that he was pointing at something and talking to some of the guests.
Yeah.
Well, what he'd seen under the train was a strange light moving around under the train. Now, on the other side, it's kind of thick bush and weeds, and they have a lot of cactus there, don't they? So there's nothing really on the other side. The thing is, when she said that, my message back was, oh my God, I've seen that. Only once in 15 years. Well, coming up to 16 years. Only once. And I was walking past the train and it seemed to be moving around. It seemed to be above the train. And it was a very weird thing. And we went around the back. There was nowhere somebody could have been with a torch. So this brings us up to, we're going to do the travel. We're not going to talk about the travel now. We're going to do that for the new year.
Yeah.
So we're going to skip through all that travel time that we did in America, England. And we're going to land firmly back in November, because that was a stressful time.
Oh, yes.
So much fun, though.
Oh.
So much fun. But
it was a hoot.
We left all the planning until we came back from England, which gave us about 3 weeks. 3 weeks to plan an event, have a stage show ready, deliver the event, travel with the boys, Paranormal Quest. And it was just full-on stress. You did amazing work on that box.
You did. The box was great. Oh, that was my...
You did amazing work anyway, but the box
the box was good.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, we brought Paranormal Quest over, and we also had Side Eye Guy there for the Adelaide leg of it. And the idea was that we would put them, because of their curse, go and watch our other podcast on the curse, on the PQ curse, and we were going to contain them to protect Australia in a box, the Annabelle box.
Yes.
Only you needed a big Annabelle box.
Yeah, unfortunately it wasn't quite big enough, but it was big. It was a big box.
It was. And it was perfect. It looked just like the Annabelle box. Everything from the cross to the little tarot card to the chains. It was just perfect.
Try not to get too close and avoid taking photographs close up. What's contained within the box has been known to cause physical harm, horrible bad luck, floods, damaging cyclones, wildlife extinction, pestilence, insect infestation, and change the very patterns of our weather and climate. When the curse is revealed, you may just have to avert your eyes and scream. Ladies and gentlemen, gaze upon the horror of Paranormal Quest.
We had to protect these lovely people from these cursed items. And we all didn't know how it would go down because we're not very good at practicing.
No, we didn't really get much chance. No, and then somebody kept changing things as well.
I don't know who that was.
No.
Who could that be? Right up to the last minute. And poor Seg was standing there going, Because he thought he had it in his head on what he's to say, his cues, stuff like that. And then he threw me a whole new script just as we went on stage. Here, learn this one.
Yeah, bless him.
Now, the rest of us kind of cope with that. It's the way we fly, like Dave, Ryan. And
Yeah.
you just throw us out there. Something will come out. But I think because the side-eye guy, Seg, was already nervous.
It was totally out of his wheelhouse. He's never done anything like this before.
He was not in his comfort zone to start with. And then suddenly we threw this totally different way of doing it. And it was like it threw him. But bless him, his cues were on time.
He got it perfect. He really did.
It went smooth. Well, we think it went smoothly. All the guests out there. You can tell us now. Everybody seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah, it was good.
Even Rootin' Tootin' Ryan made an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then we did the investigations with them.
Yep.
And that was fun.
It was good fun.
We did. I'm going to do the local ones more so than the interstate ones. So we did the jail.
We start with Glenbar. Let's do them in order. We started with Glenbar, the first one.
Well, I was going to start with the jail because we investigated the jail.
Oh, yes, we did start off with you.
Yeah, because that was the first time we'd ever got together.
Mm-hmm.
All in the same room. And Seg, it was great because Paranormal Quest kind of took our lead and tortured Seg as much as we did.
Great.
It was great. We put Seg on the headphones.
We did.
And then we ran away.
We left him.
And we went upstairs in the block and we were killing ourselves laughing, watching him, wondering how long he would go.
Yeah.
So we're just leaving Seg. He doesn't know it yet, but he's on the headphones. We're off. We're just going to leave him down there and see how long it takes him to notice we're not there.
Can you tell Seg how much you love him?
It's going to come out in a minute. I'll get him coming.
We're not here. We're still here. We're still here. Just not on the same level as you.
Oh, you are you feeling like engaging if you do your own thing?
No, we were asking questions. You know, change space or give it some space.
Change the space. What were you doing?
Wait, Brian.
Sorry?
We thought you meant
No, you just fuck it off as far as you possibly can. You just don't want to tap me on the shoulder.
We were seeing how long.
it at all.
We were seeing how long it would take you to know we weren't there.
It was an experiment.
It was an experiment.
Yeah, it was an experiment to see if you had more things happen if you had nobody around you.
Yeah.
We were going to go off and film our sections and come back and get you later.
Yeah.
Wankers.
And there's a lot of swearing when he finally found out that we'd abandoned him.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we did an assist with him before, and it was on for 27 minutes, and people have been asking, can we better that?
Yeah.
And I think we did.
I think we did. Because we did the same at Glenbar as well,
Yeah.
talking of leaving him.
Yeah.
And we left him there.
The whole group, we got the whole group to leave the
they
building.
Were very good.
They were.
They tippy-toed out. And
Yeah.
I was
great.
hiding in the kitchen with the camera just in front of me so I could put my hand on the thing that swings the camera around. And he actually wasn't under it very long.
Mm.
When you lot went out, I was quite disappointed. Of course, that was it. He was out, effing and blinding. I'm like following him around with the camera, turning it, and he didn't even know I was in there. It's great. Let's do it.
What we're going to do, let's all sneak out
We'll just leave the camera on.
Just leave the camera running.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Quiet. Nice and quiet. Get the door shut.
Tippy toe out.
Underwater.
Hey. Des. FAL. Are you bunch of bastards fucked off? You fucking assholes. Oh, that's very funny.
There's one of us still here.
Why don't you sit there?
Oh, shit. They all thought it was fun.
Very funny.
It was. It was a
How
lot.
long was I doing that by myself for?
Probably about 5 minutes.
I fucking hate it.
Actually, I thought you'd be going for longer before you realised.
I just sort of opened
Do you know
my
the
eyes.
weirdest thing?
So I keep my eyes closed all the time, and I open because at one point I was like, it's quite interesting because as the doorway there, like one of the guys who stood next to me, it looks like a big giant shadow figure.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know it's the person next to me, so I kept my eyes closed. So I open up and I'm like, he's not there, and I notice there's no one on the bed. And I'm like, they've all fucked off.
But you know the funny thing? Everybody trooped out, and I think it was just Cag leaving after that, as everybody trooped out, and you went, leaving. So the next time, we've got to find something even better. I did think about super gluing next time.
Oh, super glue in the headphones to his ears. That'd be good fun.
I think that could be the next one on. He's never going to trust us again, is he?
No.
So, but for the event, yes, the first one we did was Glenbar with him.
Yeah.
And at first, he got quite excited.
Yeah.
Because his arm hurt. Which was interesting because the music box had gone off right next to him, and his arm had started to burn.
Just suddenly they started to burn.
Yeah, and he was showing everybody. It was very, very red, but then we worked out he probably had his arm out the window of the car when he was driving around, so it's probably sunburn, especially as it was there a couple of days later.
Yeah.
But he nearly jumped at it being paranormal for somebody who is so sceptical. Just
for
a moment.
Just for a moment.
Just for a moment.
Just that odd second or so.
Yeah, there was a question in his eyes.
Yeah.
You could see it, a glint.
Yeah.
Could this be it?
Yeah.
No, seg. It's sunburn. What else at Glenbar, apart from us leaving him in a room? Did we get anything at Glenbar?
I honestly can't. I think it was quite quiet.
Yeah.
I think there might have been little bits going off, but I don't think there was anything really of note.
No. The jail, was that the no NRM?
NRM was next.
The NRM was interesting though.
Mm-hmm.
We can't speak for what PQ had with the other guys because they're not here and I've forgotten what they said they had. We can only talk from Seg and us, our team. But it was interesting, wasn't it, with Seg?
Yeah. It all started when we went into the baggage carriage.
Now tell the lovely people about the baggage carriage and the setup.
So the baggage carriage, it's a really, really cool carriage. So at one end you've got some lovely seating areas, very posh seating areas, beautiful seats with luggage space at the top. And then in the middle you've got like a storage area where there's actually a stretcher, a fold-up stretcher in there as well. And then the other end you've got another beautiful seating area with luggage bits on the top. So it's an absolutely gorgeous carriage. And it's a place we've been investigating for quite a while. We've had weird things reported in there. I know one person actually had to go at me because I could have told them about the mannequin that was in there. And I'm like, what mannequin? We've never had a mannequin in there. But they saw somebody in a white coat at one point.
I remember you saying about that one,
Yeah, so we've had all sorts of strange and wonderful things happen in there. But this particular night, I got all the guests to come into the luggage area, the big area in the middle. And I had 2 groups standing either side of one of the nice seating areas. And 2 different groups of ladies. And one of them freaked out because she pointed out to a friend, and the other group was looking down as well. Different people from these 2 different groups saw a figure down at the far end of the carriage where the exit door is, where you can walk through the different carriages. And they honestly thought it was Seg coming on.
Okay.
Until I pointed out that door is locked and there isn't a carriage behind it, and he won't be able to get on from that end. Seg was actually still on the platform. But they
didn't Seg see it?
No. But we had some really unusual noises as well that particular night, and some great groups as well. So we've had groups, really fantastic
the
groups
whole
the whole way through.
event. We've just had some great people on the event. So, what else did we do at the event? It was the jail next.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was interesting. I think that was my favourite, Cag.
Yeah, I think it was. It was fun.
It got back into jail talk, didn't it?
It did get back into jail talk. Yeah.
So it was fairly quiet till we went into the kitchen area.
Yeah.
And
which used to be...
Well, originally it was solitary confinement cell blocks. That's what's written on the plans.
Yeah.
So it all got kind of knocked out and then made into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because obviously laws came in and they had to have better food and they had to have kitchens to make it. Now, in the middle of the kitchen, at one end, there is a room, glass box, which is higher up. Steps go up to it. It's only a small one. That's where the guard would stand and keep an eye on everybody. So we put the person with the Estes in that room, sitting on a chair. And then the rest of the guests were asking questions. Of course, we had Seg there. And Seg had just said to the ghosts, he said, all right, he said, can somebody touch me, please? And I cracked a joke. Well, do you mean the ghosts or do you actually mean the guests?
Yeah.
So, because everybody's laughing. And then it came out with, and I'm going to say it once, it's not appropriate. I'm just going to say what it said, and then we're going to avoid saying it after that. And it came out with poofter to him. Now, this just every time Seg opened his mouth to ask something, it was constantly, wasn't it?
Constant. It was
that word.
Yeah.
Just every time he spoke, it was like calling him that. To the point where he's going, are you talking to me? Again, because I don't ask the questions when I'm doing the tour so much, apart from kicking it off. I'm leaning on the steps, railing right next to where he is. And I like to be able to listen to because you can hear it. It's very loud, to make sure. And sure enough, you could hear those words.
Yeah.
You could hear those words coming out. And he was abused something shocking for it.
Which is interesting because I had been taking the mickey out of him earlier because we went to get some coffees.
Yeah.
And he wanted a spicy chai. And I'm like, really? You really? He's a big guy going around with a spicy chai. Yeah. So I've just been taking the mickey out of him. So whether they've latched onto that idea, I already don't know. But it was so funny.
Oh, gosh. It's always funny when he gets abused.
It is.
I'm going to say, anyone can join in here if they want to participate in this. I'm going to put my hand up to say that I give you full permission to touch me. If you're able to do that. If anyone...
Is that the guests or the ghost?
Or anyone who's not living.
Focus.
We did lose focus. Sorry about that, but some people are frightened of spiders.
Milk.
Seg being one of them.
Hoof.
Now, the interesting thing about that is they would not use that word on the radio.
No.
They would not use
No.
that word.
You can start insulting me.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, give me another insult. I think you're a
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Recorder.
Yeah, we are recording.
How you doing?
Didn't they want to be mated?
And you can help.
You need help.
Death.
How many come say that to my masked face?
Seg did give you permission to touch him earlier.
He's sitting there.
Gosh, it's always funny when he gets abused.
It is. Oh, we love him being abused. It's the best thing
Still
ever.
doesn't
Isn't
believe
it?
in ghosts. It's like, come on, that one was a little bit interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Then Seg went home. We did go interstate, and the interstate one was really good. We had to fly by the skin of our teeth because we'd lost the box. We'd given the box to actually our lovely host for the night, didn't we, Hayley?
Yeah,
She took it. She asked us at the end, "What are you doing with the box?" And we said, "Well, nothing really. It's just going to take up room. We don't need it again." So she said, "Can I have it?" So she apparently has a doll that she wanted to, and it was perfect for displaying her doll in. So I said, "Yeah, look, take it." So Seg went home. As I said, with the stage show, we got Seg to still be part of it. We got him to send some messages so that we could play that as if he was a part of that. We had to adapt everything, but it really worked, and it was huge fun. And of course, then we did the event at night, and a few investigations. Like, the event at night, we just investigated the old convent at St. Arnaud's.
Yeah.
Or Honoured, sorry. And they were walking past. I'd just gone for a quick wee. They'd walked past, and all they heard was me going, "I think I just dropped my torch in the toilet," because I'd heard this splash. And you know that thought that goes through your head like, "Oh, what was in my pocket? Was it my phone? Please tell me it wasn't my phone." But it was a torch. Still works today, by the way. So I fished it out, but the next day Ryan picked it up and didn't realise it was a toilet torch, as we called it. And I'm going, "Ryan, that's the toilet torch." And he goes, "Oh." And then that was funny. I don't know if we got much that was outstanding. We got things, bits
we
and pieces.
did. We did get bits.
It's just nothing massive that we can think of off the top of our heads.
It was interesting.
The guests might be able to tell us down below if they had anything happen.
But we didn't have the guests at the convent.
No, I'm talking about at the Beechworth event.
Oh, no, you went to that one quickly then.
Well, yeah, because that's where he picked up the torch.
Okay.
And put it down.
All right, so we're now at Beechworth, guys. If you didn't,
so that's what
we've moved on.
I was just telling the background of the torch.
Yeah, okay.
And we did a few others. Some of them haven't. They haven't come out yet. What else did we do? We did Geelong Jail. We did what's the station? Serviceton railway station. So these have yet to come out for you to watch.
Mm-hmm. Great fun was had by all.
It was. In fact, we entertained the boys no end. We were travelling in 2 cars.
Yeah.
And 4 or 5 hour driving. So we decided we would sing to them on our 2 ways.
Yeah.
I don't think the truckies were very happy though.
No, probably not. So what we were doing, we were singing part of a song, and they had to tell us the song and
who wrote it, who sang it.
So, and then they did it to us. So,
so we did that all the way. But apart from that, then the year came close to finishing. They went home very sadly. It was very sad to see them go. We're always sad to see Paranormal Quest go or us to leave them. But as Ryan says, we'll see you all in May, back together as Misty Children, because we're heading to America in May. We've got our tickets, we've got our flights, and
no idea where we're going yet.
No plan. We better get onto that soon, though, on where we're heading. And now it's Christmas, and we weren't ready for it because we've been so busy. And it's Christmas when we're recording this. You have Christmas in 2 days. I have 2 days, 1 day, 24 hours to get this edited, get the video on it, and get it out to you. So it's a bit rushed. That's why. Why CAG did we do the New Year's one first, which we did last week, recorded last week?
That's because it was your idea, Alison, and we
Why did we do 2 first before 1?
I don't know. That's just I'm just saying, it's nothing to do with me. It's what you wanted to do. I went along with it.
I wouldn't care. We were wearing our Christmas hats in the New Year's one. We'd gone past Christmas for that.
We were wearing Christmas hats?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did.
Were we? Remember. No, we weren't.
Oh, I stand corrected then. No, that was for the live, wasn't it?
We've been so busy. I'm sorry, she's just lost it completely.
So there you go. So that's Christmas. No, that's not Christmas. So that's the that's not Christmas yet. It will be. So people keep telling me. What do you do for Christmas, Kag?
I have got my family coming around. So I've got my sons and my future daughter-in-law. They're coming around Christmas Eve. We're having some fun, making even though I make them do gingerbread things, even though they're all in the 30s.
Bobs.
Sorry,
doing bobs.
Bobs, yes.
The gingerbread man.
Yep. That's it, doing bobs. So we do that, and then they were there for Christmas morning. And then 2 of them go, and then you come round. Invite yourself.
I do. It's a yearly thing that I invite myself. For Tony and Kag have just had Christmas Day. They're exhausted. All they want to do is snooze in that chair for the rest of the afternoon. But no, we can't have that, can we, Kag?
No, not allowed to have a bit of a rest.
No. So I come barging in with my husband. A bottle of wine. And occasionally, if we're not too tired, we'll come on live.
You will.
Can't promise, but watch out. All right, so I reckon we're going to leave it there because we have one of our wonderful followers that, which you might know is Beck. We're going to go and have lunch with her.
Yeah.
So we're off to our second office to go and have lunch, and then it'll be a week later. It'll be 2026. How did that happen?
Don't know.
No.
So we better get going, otherwise we're going to be late. Going.
Yes, in fact, we have 10 minutes to get down there, so we are going to have to rush. Have a wonderful Christmas, guys, from us. And I do want to thank you all, everybody out there who follows us, or even whether you're just in the background.
Yeah, thank you.
Because a lot of you I know don't like to comment. You don't like to post. You just kind of are in the background there. All of you, thank you. Thank you for watching us, two silly old ladies. All right. Thank you for supporting us, and have an awesome Christmas and a happy New Year, which we'll see before the New Year anyway, and stay safe.
Yeah, definitely.
Stay safe. And for all those that find Christmas very, very tiring, we will try and come on. And we can't promise, but we will try and come on. I think Seg's going to try and come on and do a live.
I think Seg's on doing it about 3:00ish. I think.
All right. So look, we won't come on when he's on. Maybe
we could join him.
We could join him.
We could,
and then do our own afterwards.
Yeah.
Because obviously our followers would like to see us.
Well, I don't know if they'll like to see us or not, but we're going to go on anyway. So
exactly, whether you like it or not. We can't promise. We'll see how the day pans. But if we don't see you, have a great, great Christmas, guys.
Yeah.
Or happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. We'll catch you in the new year. Bye.
Bye.
Let's go drink, Kag.
Yeah, let's go.
Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this podcast. The extended video version of these episodes are available for members of Spotify and Patreon. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and see the full investigation from these episodes on our YouTube channel. Details are in the About section of this podcast. Thank you from Cag and Ali for listening.